Hey, Zarek, old buddy, old pal. Zarek's corpse is still silent. Oh, no. We'll see what happens. It'd be a little tragic if we came back and it's like, well, we said it only works on new corpses, and he's too old now. Bye. Here's the crown. Now tell me where I can find my heart. Oh, we got lucky. My mother's crown. I can feel it. Ah. So good to have it back. She died trying to reclaim it, as did I. It brought us both fortune and death. This is where it belongs. You guys really made some bad life decisions. Let's see. Your devotion to her memory seems total, and now complete. I worshipped her. She and 6 other thieves revived the guild after nearly 1,000 years of dormancy. Each of the 7 stole one famous, valuable item to prove the guild was, once more, a force to be reckoned with. My mother stole this crown. It was by far the guild's most prized trophy. That wasn't very hard to get, honestly, all things considered. Indeed. So, Zarek, I've held my end of the bargain. Where can I find my heart? So just to make it clear, if I went pure stealth and didn't get into any fights that I didn't have to, I would have had to fight like 2 guards at the last, that are like right at the last bit. I probably would have had to fight 3 or 4 guards total, perhaps, and then just go up behind that one dude and like just go into that one chest and grab it and leave. Like, there's only like 4 total mandatory fights in the entire way in. Like, that was, I wasn't even sneaking. That was no grand trick. That's a big old number of experience. Damn. The hearts of the Lightbringers were stolen from the barrow to be sold in the black market. We tried to buy some ourselves, but never got the chance. One silent bidder bought them all. Yours should be among them. Your lack of certainty is troubling, considering what we've gone through to get the crown. Who was the bidder? My suspicion is more reliable than any other man's certainty. So basically, you're just not willing to ever commit to your answers, so you just call everything not quite certain, but apparently they're more reliable than anyone else's hypotheses. Recently, a few of our members entered the Bog of Souls to look for the powerful old necromancer who's lived there for centuries, maybe. By the time we found our men, they had all gone mad, but one of them has repeatedly gibbered about seeing the hearts in the necromancer's hut. But what is the purpose of owning a Lightbringer's heart? They do make delightfully ghastly souvenirs, but that's not why they were stolen. A Lightbringer's heart is imbued with a power, a pure power, that can be manipulated carefully to create a staggering amount of magic. If I were a mage with an overabundance of self-confidence, I'd want 1 or 2 for myself. What were your thieves doing in the Bog of Souls? Looking to do business with that necromancer, of course. Magic items are valuable. Other mages are often willing to pay steep prices for them. We balance the risk of entering dangerous places like the Bog of Souls against the potential profit. This particular gamble, we lost. Very well, I'll have to try to locate this necromancer. Bear in mind, the Bog of Souls is a vile place where the ancient battle took place. The ground exudes a toxic mist purportedly from the blood from the thousands who died there. Not even a Lightbringer could survive the air for long. I mean, the air there for long. But you said your people have been there. How did they survive it? We had the benefit of the services of a talented apothecary. She created a potion for us. Her name is Gia. She works in the druggists in the she works at the druggists in the city. Tell her I sent you, but at your own risk. She may think you're a lunatic. You've been most helpful, Zarek. Thank you. I think I'll try to find my mother now. She'll be so glad that her crown is back. Lightbringer, do me a favor, please. Tell Xanon something for me. Tell her the stars of the west hold all our love. She won't want to hear it, not yet, but tell her just the same. So the stars of the west hold all our love. I will. Be at peace, Zarek. What did he say? Is he in any pain? He is not in pain. He said to tell you, the stars of the west, stop. I know what he said. I can't think about this. What does it mean? I said I can't think about this right now. Aren't we supposed to be going somewhere? I'm coming with you, right? Alright, let's go. I've got skulls to split. I think it would be more appropriate for you to stay here and mourn.
Of course, I will remain behind, if that really helps you, Lightbringer.
What was the uh-oh for? Alright, hello Xanon. You hang out, be you. And, be with your husband, and I will come back for you if I need a party member again. But I would definitely prefer, our other character. Let's see, fast travel spots. Oh, I don't have a fast travel here. Is there never a fast travel here? I can't help but notice that Pinnacle has like the vague silhouette of a fast travel spot here. No, the City of Light has one too, doesn't it? Maybe I just need to find it. That'll be my next mission then, okay? Yeah. The way back to the server should be right over here. I need to establish the local fast travel spot, otherwise it's a very long walk to get down to the edge of the map again like this. I'd prefer not to. But where would it be? It looks like it's like right here, basically. So that's curious. I haven't established a new fast travel spot in so long that I don't necessarily remember what the mechanic is. Oh, there's Gia.
Okay, I'll play along.
Welcome and good day. Have you come to partake in my viving of brews? Vivifying brews. I was told you can brew a potion that allows one to breathe the air in the Bog of Souls. Ah, you are a thief then. Only Zarek knows of that formula. Keep your hands where I can see them. Last time one of you was in here, the whole bushel of magic mushrooms vanished. Vanished! I won't be taken for a fool again. I am no thief, simply an ally to the guild. Can you help me? Alrighty then. You have a polite way about you. It's funny, by the way, that I'm saying I'm not a thief, but I just stole a bunch of stuff from that vault, so I am a thief, technically. First, a warning. This potion will allow you to breathe the foul air in the Bog of Soul. But the bog is dangerous in many other ways. Are you sure you wish to enter its borders? I have no choice. I must. Something has been taken from me. I need it back. If you are sure, then I'll gladly brew this potion for you. There is one problem. It requires a special vial to hold the caustic liquid. Having one crafted would take a very long time, and I get the feeling you're in a rush. Huh. Oh. You could get the vial from the last person I made the potion for. Griff has no need for it anymore. He's gonna be dead, isn't he? Where's Griff now? Well, this is hard to say. You see, he was never the same after he went to the bog. Last I heard, he was living in a cave north of town. He thinks he can talk to spiders. Oh, he's gonna be dead with spiders, isn't he? I will go see Griff and his spider friends. May the spirit of Argana guide you. Or something like that. I haven't been to services for a while. Eliza the apothecary. Welcome to Gia's apothecary, potion shop. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to know about me? Whatever, my name is Eliza. I am 16, and I hate being here. Is that what you wanted to know? Why do you hate being here? Have you spoken to Mom? Gia? Sometimes I wonder if she drank too many of her own potions. One minute she asks me to sweep the floor, the next she asks me to pour 2 potions down the stairs to see which drips fastest. Crazy. It's just a viscosity test. That's not completely insane. Stairs are a weird place to do it. Presumably you don't want to destroy them or something. Do I have any garbage to sell? Nope. Berserk and Ironskin potions. Just gonna grab those real quick. Also maybe stock up on all health potions. How much for 40 of them? I can actually afford 40 health potions. And boop. There we go. Primary problem solved. We'll be nice and healthy now. Alright. Just now I've got a supply of healing potions just like that. I don't have to worry about those running out immediately. It may have been a little wasteful to spend all that money on it, but what am I going to do with... I haven't had a lot of uses for money so far, so it doesn't seem completely unreasonable just to go ahead and grab it. Let's just go ahead and pop up here. Hello? Any tricks up here? There's a bookcase, which is interesting listed. It's almost like you're not allowed to read it or something. Above the World Part 1, talking about Pinnacle. Oops, trying to go downstairs. There we go. You kind of have to click on the middle of stairs and then just kind of wait for the transition to happen and hope things work out. But I do still need to figure out this fast travel thing. I might need to look this up, just because I don't want to lose it. Am I crazy? Is there not a fast travel here? I'll try running around a little bit more. Oh, Lightbringer leveled up again. You do that a lot, don't you? It's crazy. Level 11 already. Oh, Corn also leveled up. We did complete several quests, technically, in very quick succession, so it makes sense. I'm just a little worried that we're going to go back and our other character who got left behind is going to be underleveled now. You know what? I don't see a fast travel triangle. I thought I saw one hidden underneath my icon, but now I don't see one at all. That would be really strange if Deep Barrows, Darkwood, and Radiance all had fast travel spots despite being so close to each other, and then the only other one was Pinnacle and no other one? I don't know. Pinnacle clearly has a pattern there. Wait, that's not even a fast travel spot either, though. That's right. That's a quest. I was seeing a quest icon. So there's no icon that indicates where fast travel spots will be. You just need to figure out where they are or how they work. I might have to look this up real quick. Yeah, I got no idea. Unfortunately, as is true for a lot of the smaller RPGs I've been playing lately, not a lot of fans of this game. Not a lot of online resources. Not a lot of places to look for information if you don't have it already. So I have no idea. I would love to have fast travel spots in all these locations, but I've only had the ones at the very beginning of the game and never another one. And I don't know if I'm forgetting a mechanic they told me, or if they're somehow not showing up, or what could be causing the fast travel situation. But I don't got them, so that's that. But right up here is where the vial's supposed to be. Is that the Ember Mines? No, the Ember Mines are up there, huh? This is somewhere else. Interesting how you can even see the little wibbly-wobbly road over here on that map right there that I'm looking at over here. Alright. Off the path we go. Hello, pumpkin scarecrow? Who makes a scarecrow out of a pumpkin? Here's a question. Do I think I can get away with this quest without another party member? Because, once I get this potion, my goal is the Bog of Souls, and once I get to the Bog of Souls, that's up here. So, going to the Bog of Souls would be no big deal from, like, Radiance, Darkwood, and Deep Barrows, but I don't really want to go teleport up there to get the girl back, then come back here. I guess I should have kept the thief, since I can't get the other character back immediately without running all the way back here. But I made a save, so we'll just see if my characters can handle what comes their way. I bought a bunch of healing potions, so maybe that'll be enough. This place is full of wolves. Savage wolves. Oh. How many of them are about to come after me? The answer appears to be all of them. Cool. I'll let them pile up on us. Come get us, guys. Nope, Corrin, stay here. Both of us will attack this wolf specifically. There we go. Let them group around us so that this part can be really effective. If they're gonna group around us, then we can make really strong use of our AoE attacks that are just a goddamn wolf blender. There we go. Yeah, that almost seemed like we could have been in trouble, but damn.
I'll need to sharpen my blade after that tussle.
That's a plenty effective tactic for dealing with that problem. Alright. I'll use a chicken. Ta-da! So enjoy yourself. Let's see if we can store up a little bit on our bonus experience percentage. I'll rest when I run out of energy after a couple fights instead of after one fight. And see if that helps our pacing a little bit. Oh, that was the only fight I had to do. Alright. How bad's the spider situation gonna be? Spider cave. That looks like it's probably the corpse of the guy. Oh, there's a silver vein. I was wondering when that was gonna show up, because obviously we need some of that. There's a campfire here. Hello. Blue sack is empty. Oh, I grabbed it. Hi, Griff. He's got a note. How nice of him. Also, a few other items, I guess. Studded leather armor, a bunch of food and stuff. Okay. Knife of Wounding. Level 11. Oh, it's a strength item. It's a one-handed item. It actually might be better. Yeah, higher damage, higher everything, really. And you get deep cut instead of dispel attack. Deep cut. A cutting slash that causes medium damage and results in a deep bleeding wound. Seems pretty good to me. Alright, so now he's got a nice bonus damage right off there. We've got this leather armor, which is also plus... Oh, cool, that's fine. For a brief moment there, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my favorite skill right now, basically knife trick, but I'm gonna get ground smash, which admittedly does low damage, but it stuns people. I imagine that getting all the bonus stats is worth it, even if it's not, even if I'm losing my favorite skill right now. I mean, hell, it practically doubles my armor. That's kind of a big deal. I have, it's insane how much armor upgrades impact my armor number numerically. Hello, menacing red spider. Why are you glowing? Right, I have to look at the note. Got distracted by equipment. Jaren's journal. Griff's note. Keep this note close. It helps me remember. I forgot so much after the bog. The bog changed me, gave me power to speak to my pets, but makes me forget. So remember, 5 little ones guard my treasure. Do not disturb any other clutches, as they will be angry. Even angry at me. Only 5 guard my treasure. Do not disturb any other group. Look for 5. What does 5 mean? Just update that save. I'm looking for 5. So there's 3 there, there's 1 there. What's the blue stuff? Spider eggs. Oh. Am I looking for 5 spider eggs? They said clutches. They usually say clutch to refer to eggs, right? There's a lot of spiders around here. I would not be too surprised if it turned out they were like ultra powerful spiders and that disturbing them gets me into some serious trouble.
Watch your step.
With the way they glow. 3. That's what they're talking about, right? The spider eggs? That's 3. I need to find 5. If I'm even interpreting this correctly. Maybe they meant 5 yellow things. Does this go anywhere? No. I mean, I saved, so I could always experiment, I guess. Just trying to make sense of that clue. I'm looking for 5. There's 2. 1. Can't even make out some of these guys. I don't know, I think it might be this one, because this one has 5 yellow things. Maybe they meant the 5 yellows? Reinforced potion vial and ember essence. Okay. That's all they meant. Let's get out of here. I could be wrong, but this feels like it could be like that part of the Destiny raid, Vault of Glass, where if you get caught by stuff, you just get obliterated. The fact that they're massive and glowing red gives me some level of pause. Alright, we're back in town and now it's raining. And there's Gia. Let's not click on the wrong thing here. Did you find Griff? Did he give you the vial? Sadly, Griff was killed by his 8-legged friends. I was able to get the vial, though. Great. Give me a few minutes and I'll get you the potion for that crotch rot before it becomes rectal rot. You mean the Bog of Souls breathing potion? Oh, silly me. Sorry. Now that would have been bad. Let me just mix this and that and this other thing. We did it! This is another case of the automatically triggering dialogue not fitting the game. She's like, don't hurt me! I'm like, you, what? What? Why is she saying that? There. Bottoms up, my friend. Best drink it now. It takes about an hour for the nausea and flux to wear off. Last thing you want to be worrying about in the bog is finding an outhouse. The potion of bog protection. Sounds like they weren't really into that. Should I be concerned that I'm probably going to add the girl to my party again, and she's not here when we're drinking the potion? How do you feel? Headache? Nausea? I seem to be fine. How do we know it will work? Oh, it will work fine, sweetie. Never had a customer complain. Of course, I never heard from the folks that go to the bog again, but I'm sure they're just shy. So, you just be careful in that cave full of zombies. No potion can protect you against undead bites. Cave full of zombies. I'm going to the Bog of Souls, Gia. Oh my. You don't know about the zombies. You poor thing. See, the Bog of Souls is surrounded by mountains. No way in except for this one little cave just north of here. The necromancer dumped all of his failed experiments right there into that cave. Keeps the stink out of his home, and the people out of his bog. Good luck. Just north of here? What does that mean? We're really far away from the Bog of Souls. Really? The Ember Mines? So you have to go through the Ember Mines to get to the Bog of Souls. I guess I'll be traveling all the way back to Radiance and walking all the way back here after all if I want to get my party member back. Damn it. I figured we were just going to go straight to the Bog of Souls from the Deep Barrows, so it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. Alright. Well then, back to Radiance we go, huh? I think we've finished up the local quests, so there's that. Well, we haven't been to Radiance for a while. Away! Hopefully I figure out the fast travel situation at some point. Surely there are fast travel spots over there, right? It'd be weird if there wasn't. Anyway, Cora, where'd they hide you? Your room was over here, right? So is that where you went back to? Oops. Accidentally clicked on Lightbringer. There she is. Oh, and there's Xanon. Interesting.
I am at your beck and call.
I was thinking about talking to you. I prefer your company. Tell me about yourself. I'm unremarkable. You're here, and that makes me feel like I should have spent some more time preparing for this. On the contrary, you were perfectly prepared, weren't you? I was blessed to be raised in the Thieves Guild. They taught me so much. My family there. I know people look down on it, but that's work, isn't it? We all work for what we have, and we all lose some of it to someone who's just a little colder than we are. Go on. I hate thieving. On jobs, muggings, and breaking and entering, and so on. I was great at it, but it didn't move me, you know? Then I met Zarek, and whole new worlds opened up. Blackmail, fraud, obelisk schemes. I guess it's supposed to be like a pyramid scheme, but there's no pyramids in this universe. And suddenly I was like, not everything has to be violent to be beautiful. You grew closer to over your shared love of deception. We were close the minute we met. At the guild, we have this visiting artist program. He was in town doing a lecture on pickpocketing. He stole so much that night. So did I. Wow. They're talking about having like TED Talks about thievery. Visiting artist program at the Thieves Guild. That's funny. Like they're exchange students basically. Let's see. How many Cora's diaries are there? So we read you already, didn't we? Let's see. I can't remember if I read this stuff or not. It's sort of bothering me a little bit. It doesn't seem immediately familiar. Radiance Training Day. This is Cora's journal. It's my birthday today. Usually they wouldn't even notice, but it seems 10 birthdays are super important. Also, diaries are important now too. I have to write in this stupid thing every night after training. They say it's for my spiritual growth, whatever that means. Corin brought me flowers from the garden as a present. Too bad I don't like flowers. It was a nice thought, I guess. He said training is not that bad. I don't believe him. He thinks everything is fun. Tomorrow, I take some sort of test to figure out my specialty. It all seems crazy to me. I don't believe in this stuff. I think the Lightbringers are stupid. Why'd they all get killed? I hate Radiance. As soon as I'm old enough, I'm taking Corin out of here. I don't get why the monks took us in anyway. So this was a long time ago when she was, only 10 years old. I guess I have a way with magic? They are making me study all these old books that help teach people to use spells. I thought it was all stupid, but then I lit the book on fire just by thinking it. That was pretty cool. I bet Corrin can't do that. Tomorrow I'm going to begin combat training. At least that's something useful. I don't understand why we spend so much time learning about Lightbringers and these ember things. They look like little glowing balls of light to me. This War of Flames happened thousands of years ago. The monks say it was a terrible mistake, that it placed our world in the path of doom. I don't understand any of this. How can dead people cause us doom? Why can't I just go out and play like some of the other kids in the orphanage? Corrin got to play yesterday. He makes me so angry. He just does whatever anyone says. None of this seems weird to him. This is 3 years later, so she's 13? As part of our acolyte training, we visited the Bog of Souls yesterday. I can still feel the chill. It's like it seeped into my bones. Our teacher Erasmus says that this is where the Lightbringers made their final stand after being betrayed by the Darkbringers. The battle raged on for days. Thousands died here. After the battle, the Lightbringers insisted on burying every one of the former brothers that they had slain. When they had finished, the 3 races betrayed the betrayers. All the Darkbringers were buried there as well. Eventually, the swamp rose over the battlefield, and the bog was born. Now it's covered in this eternal darkness, considered to be the most haunted place in Domos. I don't know if the ghosts of the fallen really walk the battlefield at night, but I do feel a bit bad for the Lightbringers. From everything we learned, they were kind people. They were teachers and explorers. Naturally curious folk. I don't understand why the 3 races destroyed such a noble race. Maybe it was just jealousy. I'm not saying I believe in all this Lightbringer doom and the cursed omen stuff they teach us, but I can finally say that I feel a bit of sympathy for the Lightbringers. I hope their souls found Agnitio in the next life. I heard from Corrin that the visit to the Bog of Souls is the last step in acolyte training. We become apprentices next week. After that, we have to put our skills to the test. Corrin has become a solid warrior. I never would have expected it. He still does everything I say, though. You wouldn't know he's 2 years older than me. I hope these next tests involve some actual combat. I'm ready. Being pent up behind these walls all this time, at least we visited the Bog of Souls. We got to see, at least when we visited the Bog of Souls, we got to see a bit of Domus. We even were allowed to eat at a tavern on the way. The people all stared at us, though. They think we're crazy. Sometimes I think they're right. That's Diary 1, so I've not read this before. None of that seemed familiar. So we're reading into her personality a little bit. Let's check with her really quick. I should add her to the party.
Do you need me again? I'm ready.
You join me again. Oh, she's level 11. There goes that piece of worry. So it looks like she gets experience automatically then. That's good to know. Get 1 vitality, 3 intellect. Just deep into the intellect. Wreck people with your intellect. Diary number 2. Day 262, she is now 17 years old, I believe. Just got back from my first combat mission. The monks finally let me join the other apprentices in one of their journeys. There was a group of weirdings attacking some of the farms just south of Radiance. A group of 20 of us were dispatched to drive them off. When we got there, I admit I was a little scared. I wasn't quite sure what to expect. The weirdings are known as vicious fighters. We set up a perimeter around the farms, facing the forest, and waited. A little after midnight, the alarm was raised. The rest of us sprinted to the source. 5 weirdings were attempting to break into a farmhouse. They like to steal the women and hold them ransom. I shot a fireball at one of them and caught his attention. We drew our weapons. The leader leapt at us, but his companions fled into the forest. We put up a fierce fight, but we managed to subdue him with nothing but minor injuries all around. We sent him back with a message to his people. I think this will be the last time these creatures attack for a while. When we returned home, I implored Sirma, the head monk, to send me on more of these missions. He smiled knowingly and said, "All in good time." Such patience required to be a good monk. I'm not sure I'll ever be capable of that. 61st year. What was the last one at? 60th year? Did I misread that? Wait. Did I completely misread? Oh, I read that as I read it as year 62, but it was year 60. Didn't we start in 55? So she's only like 15 now. Whoops. She's only 15 years old. And now she's 16. Another field trip today. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the Radiance philosophy. We're taking down the Ember Mines, where the dwarves are digging deeper and deeper, looking for more sleeping embers. The monks even bought some. They believe that these embers are alive. They are supposedly living entities, but all the embers I have seen just sit there and glow. They are bringing the ones they bought to Radiance to ensure that they aren't abused. If it's true that these are living things, it makes the way the three races use them even more horrible. The races use them as an energy source, fueling their forges and lighting their homes. They are quite literally draining them of their life force, so they can see at night. It's horrible to think that these beings are dying at our hands. It gets worse, though. They are becoming increasingly rare. The dwarves are having a harder and harder time finding them, so they make their tunnels bigger and deeper. The heat down in these tunnels is unbearable. I don't understand how the dwarves handle it. This all gets to the crux of the lesson. The monks believe that if the embers die, it will destroy the world. I asked why the monks don't do something about this. Our teacher laughed. He said they don't have the power to stop the three races. They have an unquenchable thirst for ember. It has become the foundation of their societies. The monks' warnings have gone unheard, and there is nothing that we can do to force them to stop. I hope this is just more of the Radiance craziness that I've come to expect, because if this is true, Domos doesn't have much time left. There's already a great worry among the populace about this lack of new ember. There have been calls for a conference for the three races to somehow solve the problem. It would appear the solution involves a move backwards into the days before this power was discovered. That will never happen. Maybe the monks know more than they're letting on. This has to be a way to save us. If not, then what is the purpose of Radiance? Are they okay watching the world end? I'm not. So what I'm noticing here is that, and I'm just kind of surprised I haven't mentioned this earlier. I don't think I have, or I think this is the first time it's coming to mind. But so the ember concept is just straight up like fossil fuels. That's what they're doing here. They're digging deeper and deeper, and it's getting harder to find it, and it's an exhaustible resource that was put here a long time ago, and it's eventually going to run out, and it harms the world when you use it. And our entire society is dependent on it. That's exactly what they're going for here. This is the 64th year. This is age 19. I think I'm finally ready to leave. If half of what they have taught me is true, this world is on the brink of destruction. At the very least, war is coming. Is Radiance doing anything about it? No, of course not. They sit here, waiting for someone to listen to their pleas. They really think that their words and warnings can save Domos. It's pointless. Knowing the end is coming and shouting at the fire helps no one. I don't want to die here. I've barely wanted to live here. There's one problem. How am I going to convince Corrin to come? Corrin loves it here. He's a bit of a simpleton, but he's my brother. He's the only family I have left. He has to see the signs that I see. The monks are constantly preoccupied, distracted by the events that they believe are coming. In fact, a meeting has been called among the elders. This place has never been so crowded. They have recalled everybody. They have recalled everyone abroad back here. Sounds like my perfect opportunity to sneak off quietly, without any fuss. In truth, I could leave right now without issue, but I don't wish to have to answer Surma. He stares at me so intently, almost as if he can see inside my soul. It really creeps me out. I don't want him convincing Corrin to stay. I'll talk to Corrin tonight. Hopefully he is his usual obedient self. I don't want to stay one night longer than I have to. Later on, well, things didn't turn out quite the way I expected. My talk with Corrin went poorly. Usually Corrin is spineless and agreeable, but Radiance has a hold on him. It's the only home he's ever known, and he doesn't want to abandon this place. He believes these monks are the key to our salvation. I was quite upset that night. I couldn't convince my own brother to leave this place. But I didn't have to wait too long for answers. Even though I was still furious at him, I accompanied Corrin to the council, which had been called for monks of all levels. Corrin, who loves history, said that this was the first time this had happened since the death of King Archimedes 100 years ago. He said it only happens when something extremely important has to be shared. Well, he was right for once. Radiance Elders have devised a way to resurrect the Lightbringers, or at least one Lightbringer. He was apparently a very powerful and gifted warrior. It seems impossible. How could someone who has been dead for hundreds of years be brought back? Having reached a level of frustration with the proceedings, I asked as much. As usual, the answers were shady. They said things had simply aligned. It was destiny, the Lightbringer's return. They said it was foretold that the strongest, least faithful among us would resurrect this being. Strongest and least faithful. Great. I laughed when they said this. Why would you send the least faithful to do this? They said because if that person were to witness the wondrous event, then they would become the most devout of all the monks and lead the Lightbringer to, and help the Lightbringer lead Domus to salvation. I asked who would be chosen for this assignment, and they said the newest full monk, me. So right now I'm thinking that the Darkbringer is probably behind this. They're being shady about why they can suddenly resurrect a Lightbringer and so on. I'm figuring that's because the Darkbringer showed up and just straight up was like, hey, I could resurrect a Lightbringer. And like, I get the feeling he's part of this whole plan and what's going on here. So it has been an interesting few days. I went from planning to leave this place, which they somehow knew about, to going on a dangerous mission to resurrect the Lightbringer from his burial grounds in the Barrows. Corrin's upset. He says the mission's too risky. He says the spell I'm supposed to use could kill me. I will be literally sharing my life force with the Lightbringer, at least initially. Corrin doesn't understand why I'm doing this. Honestly, I'm not sure why I am either. I guess I have developed a need for a hope, just like the rest of Radiance. If this works, well, then perhaps the end of the world's no longer a given. Perhaps there will be a future for my fool of a brother. I guess I'm doing this for him. He believes so thoroughly in everything this place has taught him. We'll see if his faith is well placed. I leave for the Barrows in 3 days. They say that the moon on the first day of the new year is important for the ritual. My brother has begged the council to let him accompany me, but they refused. I have to go alone. Funnily enough, the first of the year is my birthday. Hopefully that's a good omen. I hope to have more than 20 years at Domus. I hope this Lightbringer really is the savior. Oh gods, I can't believe I'm doing this. And then she didn't actually go, because he left without her. She psyched herself out, it was like, work up that courage, let's get ready to go, and then she didn't go, because he left without her. It's understandable that she was as angry as she was at that point.